Hey guys, what's going on? It's Meshi with Pat. No, it's not with Pat. It's thanks so much for joining me with Meshi TV. So in today's video, we're going to set up our week. This is our weekly plan with me for March 23rd to the 29th, coronavirus style. I even hate saying it, but that's okay. That's what we're going to do. I thought that I would actually just show you guys a different way that I started using this planner, and because it's an hourly layout, I think that's actually going to help a lot of you if you guys have an hourly layout. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into this. And you already know the drill. If you are brand new, consider subscribing. We usually chat a few times a week here. Right now our schedule is changing by the minute because we're either really available or we have zero time. So just stay tuned for that. But we chat about planning, about intentional living. We talk about yoga and breath work and mindfulness practices and how all of that can kind of help you live a more intentional life. So if that sounds good, you know what to do. All right. I wanted to show you briefly what I've done for last week. I didn't actually post this, but I wanted to kind of give you guys at least an overview of how last week sort of turned out, because all the way up to about Thursday, well, obviously like this has changed, like I wasn't at the clinic anymore, but I decorated it. I felt really scattered. After about Monday, we ended up shutting down the clinic. And then from that point on, it was sort of like a little bit of a scatterbrain situation happening. Obviously, I wasn't gone all weekend for yoga. We were actually just checking in online, which was actually really nice. And then, but here's the thing, like if you're looking at Friday and how I broke down Friday, let's get you guys zoomed in so you can see it. So Friday ended up being sort of like, this is sort of where things got converted into almost like the literally like the hour by hour homeschooling, let's do this situation. So I thought that I would kind of continue that on for this week. So we'll see how that one goes. But the other part that I've done that was different for this week is that I'm using, and I don't know how well this is going to work, but I have all my stickers ready to go here. At least I try to pick as many as possible for all of the decorative ones, see how well that comes off. But I started breaking these schedules down hour by hour. Now, if you've seen my previous video, you already know that the stuff that I'm doing with my kids for homeschooling, that has been transferred to a different planner altogether. So, which is kind of a blessing in disguise that I still have like a couple of extra planners. One is we're using it for mindfulness. The other one is the actual homeschooling planner that's broken down for each of my children, where we can kind of enter in and make some lesson plans and things like that. I don't see myself doing it with this planner, but I want to at least like set aside, do some time blocking. So let's see how that one goes. I'm also, where is the washi? So I picked this really pretty pink one, even though it says Winter Wonderland, whatever. I think that color-wise it's going to fit everything really nicely. I want to see if this is see-through at all. I love how it's spring, but I honestly was just looking for a really light pink. You know what? I'm also going to add some ribbons, because why not? It's not really Winter Wonderland, although it was actually snowing. And I'm pretty sure that it will snow some more, because that just feels like the Canadian way to be. You know, joke's on you. Who else feels like this washi is backwards? Is this just me? Super funny. I wanted to check in with you guys, see how you guys are doing. I don't know, I don't know if you guys feel that way too, but I have definitely been paying a lot less attention to how I'm doing and a lot more attention to how everybody else is doing as a collective, because I don't want to say that I feel your anxiety, but I know that a lot of people are very nervous and there's a lot of tension. Hope you guys are doing well and safe and doing all the things. You're becoming a lot more aware of what your self-care game looks like right now. Planning happens to be one of those things for me right now, which is lovely. Let's try it this way. This is the way that it should be. These ribbons are weird. I feel like they're backwards. It's like a printing mishap. Okay, washies are on, at least for the top. I think that that looks really nice. And let's start adding at least some version of decoration. Now I found these are basically a mix of the spiritual or like the wellness kit. Okay, I'm going to see how well this actually comes off. This entire sheet might be a complete epic fail. Haha, I might not be able to take any of these stickers off. So kind of a struggle removing these from, obviously from the sheet. So clearly we're not going to be using this again, but here I'm just going to speed you through as I'm just putting them down in the bottom section. I'm still kind of struggling with how to appropriately use that bottom section on my planner. I'm keep trying to come up with like new ways that we can actually utilize it. For now, I really like the idea of just something quick, something positive, add it on. It's a quick reminder every single time you look at it, and then you're good to go. You know what I mean? I don't think that it's enough space, at least for me, to add it in there as meal planning. To me, that's really unrealistic. So we're trying this out right now. It was really nice to use one sheet though, where I can just kind of collect all of the stickers, because I find that that's where a lot of my time kind of goes away, where I'm just kind of searching for sticker sheets, and it drives me insane. Looks like I'm actually off by one, so let's find one more from that same kit. It was in here. It was in the wellness kit from the Happy Planner. Here it is. Why don't we do Be Present? There we go. See, but like everything is kind of going with that same soft pastel look, so I really like that. But I wonder if we can also use like this strip of washi maybe. I don't know if it's gonna be long enough or... Clearly we need to work on the length, but whatever. At least it's on. Now I wanted to add the planning sticker for Sunday, which is usually when our family kind of sits down and does most of our planning. So that can come here. I also wanted to add a couple of houses since we are, you know, homeschooling and all. And since Monday is done already, we might as well just kind of layer it up here. But then also let's start writing some things in. I wonder, like, part of me would love to use one of these colors. We have the blue one, we have the new one that we got from Erin Condren. I'm trying to find that little... Here, there's a green one. Isn't there like a pink one? Well, I guess purple would be like the closest thing that I guess we could use. So we can do first block. This is like a really good indication of which direction I'm actually going to go with this entire plan with me, because I'm sparing you the... I'm putting on the washi tape, taking off the washi tape. I'm sparing you from that. I end up basically just using different color coordinations for time blocking. So now you're all caught up. You're welcome. The other ones that I wanted to add that I thought would be really funny. This one says, relax and avoid people. I think we can like kind of put that down here. Can add like a little pencil. I think I'm just going to list all of the sticker sets that I was using for this plan with me so that you guys can take a look. But if you're looking at that pink one that says adulted like a boss, that's actually one of the sassy booklets or sassy planning kits from Happy Planner. And the other one is just like a generalized, like a family-based sticker booklet, also from Michaels, which I thought was really cool. So I'm using that here. So we made some Rice Krispies today, which was really great. Oh yeah, that's one more thing that we have to add. I found a sticker that says send a card today, which I thought was really fitting because we started doing daily mindfulness activities so that we can kind of do that here. Okay, what else are we going to add in here? Here we go. Hopefully this time it's actually recording. If you see a bunch of markers and you have no idea what's wrong with me, that's okay. That's what happens when you start filming a plan with me 5 times in one day. So I took the washi up because, not because I don't like it, I will still use it, but I think what I would like to do, we'll come back to this. For time blocking, I think it's actually, I really enjoy like marking down the different time blocks. So why don't we go with maybe green in the morning, so from 7. So as you can tell, I'm adding this light green, this pastel green, which is so gorgeous. Every time I use it, it just makes me absolutely happy. So I literally just chose 3 different colors. I'm using some Tombow pens to just do some actual time blocking. I have a feeling that I'm going to stick with it for this week as well because it just seemed to work so well for me. And I added on the sidebar, you may or may not be able to see this in a moment, but I also added a key where I'm just kind of jotting down like what each time sections mean. And then in the actual academic planner that I'm using right now with the kids, I'm writing down sort of what we're actually doing on those time blocks, and how basically here in the life planner I just wanted to at least outline what's going on, know when the certain time block is finished. I'm not 100% sure that I'm going to stick with it for this coming week, but you know, you have to try it before you knock it. Okay, here we go with the whole, remember I warned you about 5 minutes ago that I'm going to have like this whole washi tape fiasco going on. I have like 2 or 3 washi tapes going on. I have no idea why this was a good idea. I end up ripping it all up, so I'm just gonna cut to that section right now. See, it looks ridiculous. Okay, that's basically all I'm going to show you on this spread because I'm already hating it as it looks. I'm going to fast forward you to the part where it basically takes shape of its final look. But here's basically washi overload at its absolute worst. If you're socially confused right now as much as I am as I'm rewatching this, you're so welcome. See, there you go. There, it's coming up right now. There you go. That's what that looks like. Never-ending struggle continues. Okay, let's start writing some things in. So here's a quick update. So as I mentioned a little bit earlier, I did add the different time blocks, which seems to be actually decoratively, it looks fine for me because I like breaking things up into different sections. Obviously, we marked down that there's no school on the sidebar, and here I'm just trying to kind of keep track of the different activities that I like to focus on with the kids and also with myself, like for business purposes and whatnot. So I'm kind of breaking them down into different sections, and here we go. Right now I'm just trying to enter in all the stuff for the evening activities, which goes between 5 to about 8 o'clock. Overall, it's not terrible. It looks really similar, to be honest, to like most of the spreads that I've done. I'm still trying to add a couple of different little decorative elements just after the pen, just so that, you know, kind of it adds something cute in there, which, you know, like color wise, I think that it definitely goes well with it. This whole week just felt like an absolute scramble to create. So here you go. Let's speed through this a little bit. I have to say though that by far actually one of my favorite parts of decorating it is just adding all of the little cute elements to it. As much as I would like to just keep this in as a bare bone basics of just a straight up planner, it becomes very difficult for me to do that. So of course we have to have like the little animals and like the cute little sayings and like the little emojis. It just adds like a whole other element to it. Oh yeah, and I'm trying to like cover that up on the sticker. It's a struggle. This entire week was a struggle, to say the least. I love how that says bye Felicia. Clearly we're not going to be using, if you're wondering, we're not using the sheets. It was way too difficult to get anything off of it. I might try for this coming week, for beginning of April, I may just actually try the wax paper like so many of you are using, which seems to be working a lot better. We will see. Let's put in a sticker that says me time, finally. Sunday should be dedicated to you, if you ask me. I will show you guys a close-up in a mere moment so that you can see how everything sort of turned out. Basically, after the pen, I added a little bit more color. Other than that, it pretty much looks exactly what you're looking at right now, as I'm kind of looking through some more decorative add-on little animals, little extra characters, just to kind of zhuzh it up a little bit. But I will show you a close-up in a moment so that you can take a look how the finished, you know, entire week looks like. And here it is. So as you can tell, like, I like to add like quick little details about like the emojis. I found this printable for COVID-19, and oh, I couldn't wait to use it. I just love how everything turned out. It looks very similar to, well, if you look back on my previous weeks, they are very similar, but they are still fundamentally different than how I generally plan. Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. This is all I want to share with you, and I will see you guys again in my next one. Bye!